years of my life, so I've been in and out of the system. I've been through a lot of shelters, and I know what a lot of the barriers are that there are to a lot of housing issues, and even beyond the housing issues, just trying to get back your ID and everything. So I've been through the system. So yeah. In my mind, the tiny homes are the next step. It may be a small step, but it's still a step towards trying to solve the homeless problem. And just having your own space gives you that assurity, that security, and just that individual uniqueness back in a way. Whereas when everything's down and out and you have to live in a community-based setting with people that you don't even get along with, or etc., it once again, it adds that security. And in my mind, I'm seeing it. It's also for people who are wanting to get to that next step, and the tiny homes are a next step to give you basically that chance to root in, so that you can get your feet on the ground, so that you can try to find work, get back all your IDs, try to get your health care taken care of, try to go back to school, try to whatever. And that's what I see it as. And I mean, myself, I don't think it isn't just a problem in Penticton or BC, it's a problem all over Canada. And I mean, in my mind, it'd be something that all of Canada should do, tiny homes, because then you have affordable homes for people who are used to living by themselves and who don't want to live with someone because they don't want to get into a toxic relationship where they end up losing everything. Because I mean, I've lost everything, probably a dozen times or over, and restarted. And I find it easy, but other people don't, because of the whole simple fact they're still attached to their materialistic possessions and everything else. So with having that little space, you have your own privacy, you have your own area, and it gives you that time to, if you're able to, be able to figure out your goals and your dreams. It's a way to it's a way to try and help get people off the street.
What are your goals and visions?
Wow, what are my goals and visions? It's changed a lot.
Even since the time you've been here, I feel like.
Yeah. Even since the time I've been here, it's changed a lot. That's really a tough question. I mean, I'd like to see myself somewhere, but I mean, right now with everything how it is, and I'm going through Work BC, so I mean, it isn't like I'm not trying to take the steps to move forward, but it's a hurry up and wait process.
And you're working, right?
I'm trying to, but once again, that has to go through Work BC, and my employer's waiting for the form to go through Work BC in order for that to.
But you took that step.
Yes,
forward.
I took that step. That step's there, but now it's just a hurry up and wait. And that is one of the hard parts. A lot of being homeless and being out of work and so on and so forth, is you have to do the whole lot of hurry up and wait, especially after you lose your ID and everything else from another province or something. You have to get this and get that and get this and get that. Oh, but you need this to get that. But wait, I can't get that. But then you need this to get.
Which is comforting when you have your
so
own
they send
place.
you everywhere. It's like, okay, go to service wherever. Okay, go to social assistance. And they just keep redirecting you. So it's. But as for my dreams and goals, something in the financial field, because I'm good with numbers, I'm good with finances. I mean, one day I'd like to run my own business. It'd be good to have a business that helps people and be able to run it. Because I know I'd be able to run it. I'd be able to run the books, no problem.
Wait, you don't want to be a chef?
No, that'd be majorly way too much stress. No, I've been a dishwasher, and that's stressful enough. Being a cook for yourself is one thing. Being a cook for 100 people is a whole separate matter.
I'm just saying that because of the picture that you have.
Oh yeah, I know, and that totally, it completely rang true with my jobs that I've done for the last 20 years.
Yeah.
But because of my medical conditions of sciatica and piloidal sinus disease and freaking one leg shorter than the other and so on and so forth.
You're still making it work.
I'm still making it work, but I can't go back into the restaurant field because of within 6 months I'll be out of a job again. Or I'll be, I need time off of work because my back just went on me.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, and and that's why I'm kind of homeless. So the tiny home, in a way, is once again also it's a step up to, okay, now I can focus on my health and get my health back to 100% and try to freaking find something in the job field that I can do.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's why my dreams and goals are wonky, because it's also dependent on my health and dependent on etc etc. I mean, like I said, I would like to go back to school, but that's trying to figure out what to do and where to go. Yes, absolutely.
I think
It'll
you
help give
having
me
your
time
own
to,
place.
like say if I wanted to do an online course, or if I want to do a course through the mail, I'd actually be more motivated to do that, and I'd actually be able to have everything there. And if you're still in a community type setting, I'd still be able to get help from the community workers as well if I have any problems. So on.
And you mostly keep to yourself, so I feel like it'd be really beneficial for you to have your own little bubble.
Well, exactly. I'm already
focus in.
used to living by myself. I had my own bachelor, and I loved it there. I was working and subsidized rent, and my roommates, well, neighbors were all right, and there was laundry there. And, I didn't mind living by myself.
Yeah.
Just wasn't allowed visitors, but
No.
we've
how
known
long
each
have I
other
known you
probably now 4 months.
for? Yes.
It's only 4 months. I've
But
only
I've-
been, like I said, I've only been in Penticton since July.
I've only known him for 4 months, but he's grown a lot since the 4 months. I mean, he started working for an upholstery company. Am I saying it right? I hope. Which he works like kind of casually. They just call him on and off. And he's just been really working on himself. Music, art. He's very creative, but I think he'd be a great. What's the word? I'm sorry. I get so nervous at the camera.
Addition?
Yes, or candidate for the tiny homes. Yeah.
Okay, so it's still close enough to downtown. Just like here, this spot here in Compass House, I find is a good spot, because you're still half an hour from one lake, half an hour from another lake,
You've got
and
groceries
you
food.
still have all your grocery amenities. You're not stuck at night wandering for 20 minutes to get to a store because you have a munchie attack. So I don't know, that'd be good, because you still have the places around where I can spend my money and help out the local businesses. Work BC and Superstore is just up here, no, just down there.
Yeah.
To Work BC, or East, not even 15 minutes, because it only takes 15 minutes for me to get from here down to Barley, freaking for karaoke. So it only takes me 15
he likes
minutes.
that too. You could practice your karaoke
Yeah,
skills.
Yeah. A lot of us that are homeless don't choose it. We've gotten here because of our own anger issues, addiction issues, etc., etc., etc. But some people get stuck. And they get stuck in the fact that with the way that society is, it keeps you down, and it seems like we get redirected here, there, and everywhere else, and you eventually give up. Because you feel like there's no use, I'm fighting the system, that the system's going to win. But when all actuality is you just have to keep on pushing, and you will get there. It's just, you just have to have the humility and humbleness to ask for that help. And I find myself from being with the homeless, a lot of them don't know how to ask for help. A lot of them don't want to ask for that help. A lot of the homeless don't have the tools that they need to change their thinking patterns in order to start believing that they can be a productive part of society. So, other than the tiny homes, personally, I think a lot of shelters, a lot of places should basically give the homeless a toolbox. Where I learned my toolboxes, I did 10 years in prison. So I had my toolbox shoved down my throat. And basically, here, you either learn this, or we'll see you again. So, and I mean, they haven't seen me again because I've learned my lessons. But also at the same time, I've learned the value of those, because I've been able to get a hold of myself, and now I can walk away from minor trivialities and stupid little bullcrap of, oh, someone stole from me, I need to punch them. No, someone stole from me. The universe is going to take care of it. Okay, from my understanding, the Tiny Homes Project should be for people that are showing the fact that they are able to, one, to live in a community-based setting, and two, respect the fact that this is not their property. So people that not only just take care of themselves, but also take care of the property around them. So if you find people that are like that are organized and that take care of themselves and take care of everything around them, you're going to find that the crime rate, there is not really going to be a crime rate. Because the way that I see the tiny homes would be the same as the barracks. I've also done time in Army cadets. So I've been on both sides of the law. So being with the barracks and Army cadets, you have organization, you have structure, you have discipline, there would be no crime rate because you're giving the people that want a way off the streets into these tiny homes. You're not giving these people that disrespect the staff, ruin the place, etc., etc., etc. You're not giving these people that are obviously have exes tiny homes, because then you're just shooting yourself in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously you're going to give these tiny homes to people who are ready to become a productive member of society. And thus, when you do that, you get those of us out of the shelters that want to be productive members, and thus you can get the ones that are in the tent cities off the streets, and thus you can get the crime rates down.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on East Hastings. I stayed on East Hastings, and I mean, holy crap, it's 10, 20, 30 blocks of nothing but people outside sitting. So, I mean, if you give people the tools, and if they want to use them, they'll use them. If they don't, then at least you tried.
Well, and people having homes like the tiny homes, like, help them feel more worthy that they have something to them that belongs to them.
Precisely.
Which will also help them create less issues, I feel like.
Yeah, and that'll also have a sense of accomplishment.
They can go home to their tiny home.
Exactly.
So it's not like they have to come.
So once again, it's the security.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you want to start cleaning up the streets of Penticton. You want to start getting drugs under control. You want to start getting freaking paramedics more leniency and easier workload on the rest of Penticton. Tiny homes is the way to go. Because otherwise you're going to have more people on the streets because of inaffordable housing, gas prices, food prices. I have no assets because of that. That's because of my lifestyle. But more order and structure. Because once you have the ones that actually want to help and be part of society out of these shelters and into a place where we can actually try to support ourselves, then you have more of the bad apples off the streets, and you have people less worrying about, oh my god, can I keep my dog in my backyard? So, that's my thought.
We need you. You were like getting closer. Like, next thing you know, you're gonna.